ancient Egyptian statue has been moving around in a Manchester museum. So this is kind of a creepy story. It's 10 inches tall and 4,000 years old, and someone who works at the museum says that the statue keeps spinning without anyone ever moving it. In fact, it's in like this glass case. So what's the deal? What's happening here?
First of all, it sounds like a joke. What's 10 inches tall, 4,000 years old, and moves all night long? Well, we're about to find out now. Like, you read that headline or you're listening to us now, you think, oh, come on, right? We have the video. We have the video. Watch. Pay attention.
Obviously, it's a time-lapse video, so.
Now, it's the one on the far right. Okay, watch it. Hold. Gone. Moving.
I don't see it. And they should probably
It's at
keep
the
the
far
light
end.
on for the time-lapse.
You see it moving? Oh, that's some trippy stuff, man.
So basically, we're showing you this video because it turns out that we're wrong. I'm no longer agnostic. I do believe in a God. No, I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you guys. I'm sure that there's a scientific explanation for it.
No, I don't think so. I think that the Egyptians were right, whatever they believed. Okay, so it's interesting that King Tut won't stay put. It doesn't even quite make sense.
Wow.
And that's not King Tut. Okay. All right, look, there's a guy who explains, well, it's likely the kind of material that the statue's out of, the fact that it's on glass, and that people are moving around it is causing enough vibrations for it to move along the glass at the time. Yeah, that's one way of looking at it. Or the other is Ra God. Is it Ra? Is that what the Egyptians believe in? Yes, nailed it.
So that's a possible explanation, but the one thing that I don't understand is why this has just occurred. Maybe the employees at the museum never noticed it until now, but according to them, this has never happened before. It's a recent thing. So
every once in a while you get like this stuff happening. You know, of course, here in America, we're nuts.
Someone saw an image of Jesus on their dog's butt. I mean, explain that for a second.
Yeah, and Mother Teresa has a habit of showing up on Cinnabons. And burnt toast. So yes, and then I remember a bunch of years back there was a Ganesh that was crying milk, right?
I remember that.
Yeah, and people were like, oh, but it's crying milk, it's crying. And then we found out later that somebody was like putting milk in it, like, you know. Of course. So what I love is that it's like both the Catholics are right with the Mother Teresa on the toast, and the Hindus are right because Ganesh is crying milk, and Ra is actually totally secretly right because the thing moves around. One interesting point that might begin to give you an indication of whether the guy who came up with the scientific theory is correct. It doesn't move at night, it moves only during the day, and it's not because it's the sun god and not the moon god, it's because there are people there walking around during the day, thereby causing enough vibrations to make it move, whereas when there's no one there at night, there's no vibrations and it doesn't move. So look, I'm not saying that that's definitely the right answer, but that sounds like a pretty good answer.
I finally see it.
Okay, thanks God.